TF.
What we learned from picks and bans.
Doesn't matter what patch it is, Kalista will always be banned.
Yeah, it certainly does have to be taken into account. Just a lane
This is a
bully,
complete
able to
trial
use
run.
and the mechanics that Uzi is so well known for.
Even if I publish this,
So far, Cool, of course, a fantastic Twisted Fate player.
Yeah.
They throw another one at
I'm eating.
as well as Olaf in the top lane.
Of course, someone has been watching Darius, I think. Plays
I am
Looper used to watch
eating.
those, that's why he plays Sin.
Yeah. Adorable. But Elise has made it through the draft. OMG, picking
All
up
right.
for Loveling. He has definitely played that champion in the past. Victor was banned away here from M3, but they still have a couple of power picks that they can make.
Yeah, Loveling loves to
Alicia's
get
good
on
jungler.
Can just fight the opposition.
Yeah.
Known for a little bit more aggression, of course. Popularized the W max on Gragas over here in the LPL, which is now being hovered and considered by Looper. We'll have to see whether he is able to take that skirmish prowess and translate it into the very powerful Elise right now. And if he does, whether he goes with something like this into Hulk or whether he goes outright aggression with the Runeglaive.
Yeah, M3 looking to keep their options open by the looks of things. They're picking a lot of knockups. A lot of knockups.
Cool's been playing a lot of Yasuo and Solo Queue, by the way.
Really?
Cool.
I see these
and
coming
he played
in.
it last game against EDG.
Ooh,
and it didn't
good,
look bad.
good.
Cool, not known for his Yasuo
Rek'Sai
mechanics,
is so much better.
but has been able to
than
pull it
Gragas.
out every now and again. Had a great game with it, I think, last Worlds. And yeah, see whether he's able to make it work.
In fact, was sort of pronounced as one of the Yasuo players when he'd only played it about once in the LPL.
Yeah.
I think.
I was
he
going to bring it up,
definitely
but
had.
thank you. I'm sure Shoutcast
Rek'Sai
around
has
the
the
world
vision
really
control.
appreciate that one.
He can basically see
But,
through
look,
walls
just
and
trying
stuff,
to set the
and
record
allows
straight. You know, you gotta make
the
sure that
team
you're
to
doing else.
fully
But Vayne is going to be locked in for Uzi, not by
safely
Uzi. Generally,
invade and
it's Uzi saying no.
associate things like
Playing
that, and
Vayne.
find the
This is
jungler
what
without
we do. Down.
the other team knowing
There's a
that you
big
know where the
misconception
jungler
about
is,
Uzi. I don't feel like he's this player that a
stuff,
lot of people build
and
him
deep
up to
ward
be.
without worrying
In
about
fact, we've seen
getting
the
picked for
transformation.
that.
The
Yeah,
desk
but it
spawn.
just doesn't really help Uzi at this point. We've seen the transformation of him, a very smiley guy
Yeah,
right
that's a good
now.
point.
Has been a bit more jovial than the Uzi we've seen in the past as we take a look at Dade, who looks very serious, talking
Yep.
about...
Talking about jovial.
Yeah. But yeah, so come on. He has enough of a hard time already.
I apologize, Spawn. Never again. But, OMG, they do have the Rumble in the top lane. Does mean that they have opened the floor to the likes of some form of AD mid laner. As San considering the Annie to pair up with this Vayne. We'll see whether they are going to lock that one away.
Not
and
a
what
terrific
Cool wants to
amount
do.
of synergy between Annie Vayne. Annie's a bully in lane with the stun and able to spam out Qs, especially if you max it.
So we got
expect
engage
San to go
advantage,
with initiating support. I like the Nautilus, a little bit more peel would
kind of with
certainly help
these.
Uzi as the game
Sibber
progresses.
with these makes it effective
They've
at
also
an
got a
engage.
peeling mid laner. Cool, able
They got a
to drop
pick
that
advantage
Nautilus
here.
divide, knock
Yeah.
people out and see if he's
They have no
able to
pick.
turn into the second hyperscale
I don't like
where he
that.
can carry to allow
They had
OMG to
double
have
pick.
multiple threats.
Yeah, so they have locked those in. Of course, a lot of magic damage now available for OMG, with Uzi being the sole AD dealer. Also does a lot of true damage there as well. But on the other side of the rift, M3 had locked in Maokai and Sivir, which is interesting because they're up against OMG, and that was their win condition for about, you know,
So
3 solid weeks of the LPL.
Yeah, when Xiong was
I don't know how
up
strong
playing
these
the top
teams
lane,
are,
they certainly did like
but
to work
OMG
towards that.
Yeah.
has triple threat
A
pick
lack of damage right now out of M3.
versus
They have
like
couple
a
super tanks in
dual
Rek'Sai
threat
as
engage.
well as the Maokai. Of course, Love CD on that Alistar also going to be very tanky.
That's kind of giving them a major
But
advantage.
Kassadin scales very well as the game progresses. And SMLZ should be able to get him into any team fight with that on the hunt.
Catherine should
Considering
not
there's
be
5
working here
seconds to
because
go.
Nautilus can just kind of ult him if he tries to come in, even if he gets away.
Yeah.
The ult will land after one ritual.
Well, he's not even going to. He's going to let the timer do it for him, but Kassadin going to be picked up for Dade, able to rift walk over the top
So-
of the Emperor's Divide. Definitely is handy.
Yeah,
And able to utilize the spell shield from the
OMG has
Q,
a lot more pressure.
the null
just
spell
from
in order to get
Azir.
himself through that laning phase quite nicely, and we'll see
Um,
how SMLZ and Love City do in this lane.
It's also pretty much impossible
I don't know.
for Cool. I think it's a patch where the knockup.
The engage.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, so pretty much impossible for Cool to Azir sec Dade.
M3 actually has a better engage
Come in with the E, you're just able to
because of all the
you
tank
queues it up, you get behind,
and the speed.
Emperor's Divide. So really hard to execute that now, unless it is on cooldown.
You know, it's also going to affect pressure.
Aggressive in the lane. Want to see what build Cool goes
So they have a
on.
lot of tanks here,
We've seen things like the Nash's
which
two
means they
big
can kind of
upgrades,
walk
yeah,
in.
Lots of
You can
Rylai's
even
Crystal
walk into
Scepter,
Azir's
which is a
area
more
and not have to worry
control
too much about
build
being
that
poked.
can come out of Azir right now.
But at the same time,
Uzi for a lot more
they don't want to
success
do
in
that,
those
so we're
team
going to keep the
fights.
pressure
Yeah, and has
going
that
that
been
way.
sort of the Nationals Tooth build into the Rylai's?
Poke
Is that
and
sort of
heal.
more of a result of the patch and the fact that things have changed a bit for Azir, or is it about the item change?
That was the
more than
item
anything
change.
else?
Yeah, it was the item change more than anything else. You know, they added,
Poke's going
bumped it up
towards
to 80.
Yeah.
AP just made it a lot more worthwhile.
OMG.
Of course, the scaling of attack speed now helped Azir out as well.
And
So definitely was the itemization change,
pick.
and we'll have to see whether it continues.
Definitely
Yeah, we'll see
OMG.
whether Cool can make this Azir work. We are going to
Gauge
go through the
obligations
lineups.
on
Mist
them,
top, Goblin
and
is gonna be
luckily
taking the
enough,
Elise against
it's
Condi's
on
Rek'Sai. Of course, definitely a standard jungler for Condi. Cool
it's on
the Azir
M3,
against
but
Dardes,
M3 has the
Kassadin.
engage to do it, which is
Scary matchup for both sides.
kind of their only
Hassan,
thing that they
he's going to be taking
actually
the
kind of
Nautilus
need,
into
which
Lost
is
City's
interesting. It gives
Alistar.
them a stronger chance to
Don't
win
forget
this.
about SMLZ on the Sivir
Mm.
against Uzi's Vayne. And on it, the thing that I'm worried about here on the side.
What the hell are they
M3
called?
Oh, actually,
M3?
no, no.
Alright.
Back. The fact that the Sivir is actually on the side with the Kassadin means that they have plenty of ways.
So,
Don't worry about it.
Certainly do. Able to
OMG.
utilize the Sivir to throw the boomerang across, clear out all those minions.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But let's get on to the rift.
use the pressure and just kill Kassadin.
And here we
So-
are, ladies and gentlemen. OMG versus M3, our first set
That should be easier
of
for
the
them to
playoff
do.
run. Bit of
Although
a
I don't
gauntlet
know
for
if they
both of
can,
these teams. If they win,
they
they're
should
gonna
be able
have
to
play
handle the
over
split
and over
perfectly
again
fine.
as this week progresses, trying to make
But
their
I'm not
way
up
all
to the
the way
champion.
up to that top spot.
Direct champion
OMG and
interaction
San
like King
paired up, both
Kassadin
of the
and
AD carries of old
Azir.
from OMG.
M3.
Uzi played on Starhorn Royal Club when Sam was the AD carry.
I'm talking about evolved as
Hmm.
in like the start of this season.
Kassadin has to kill somebody.
So admittedly not that
So
old.
not that old.
Yeah, it just sounded cool, man.
We have a small invade coming through from Loveling.
M3's got to do like a
Taking
tank
any vision
split
on the bottom side of the map.
assassination
Out by
thing.
some wards, though, so a standard start for both teams. Uzi
So
going
what do you mean by
back,
tank
Uzi looking
split?
for a lane swap, and
Is
San
the
will
tanks
join
have
him.
to split
Yeah,
onto
lots of pings here from OMG.
Rumble
Now
and
gonna move
Vayne.
towards the top lane, so you're exactly right.
And maybe
OMG
Azir too.
lane swap every game at the
and
moment.
they have to
Without fail, you know they're going to
zone
lane swap.
while
They don't get much advantage off it, so we'll have to see whether this time around
Kassadin
they're able to make it work, because Lupa
kills
on Mount
Azir.
to be able to double jump.
Sivir's not really gonna be able
effectively.
to do much and
Oh
they
yeah,
go Q.
already throwing out those saplings. No one messing with his
Azir or
ability to get
Vayne.
those out there as
Doesn't
well.
matter.
So
Either
gonna
one.
have a full stack, get rid of the little popcorn.
I give this to OMG definitely.
Will be fine. Minions are gonna clash.
Just
in the
'cause the
mid lane
pick.
there. Darde making his
These
way a
are
little bit late.
not the best
Extra
teams,
potion.
so I'm gonna say the pick's gonna matter significantly more, even though M3 has a Kassadin. It's Darde on Kassadin, but still at the same time. The pick from OMG should be able to be enough to win
Yeah, it
this.
looks like Uzi has got a phrase.
Um,
And Sanji's going to go for some deep vision. Of course, taking the Gromp, or helping out with the Gromp means
feel
that
like
the freeze wasn't
75%.
secured in the bottom lane. I don't believe. Haven't had a
OMG.
look at the minion wave yet. And Tool
That's
pressuring
what
in.
we're gonna go
Nice
with
and
this.
early on Darda.
That's how I feel about these picks and bans.
Quickly.